What's going on, guys? And it's time for another episode of the Piece of Shit podcast, and I am your official piece of shit, Austin Robert Gutierrez Williams. Let's get it. Being a piece of shit while you have kids. Now, I'm not going to go into details because it's my children's story as much as mine. Let's just say that they've seen me in the throes of my piece of shitdom. My piece of shitness, as it were. And to all the parents out there, y'all know just as well as I do, if you have more than one kid, that you fuck up the most with the first kid. Make the most mistakes with your first child. But of course, right? Anytime you do anything for the first time, you fuck it up. First time I got into a fight, fucked up, was bobbing when I should have been weaving, got laid the fuck out. First time I put a roof on, had to tear the motherfucker up 3 times before that bitch ran straight. So why the fuck would raising a child be any different? Look, I'm going to be honest here. I fucked up with every one of my kids. Everyone. But I fucked up the most with my firstborn. If you know me, you know who my firstborn is, and you know who his mother is. If you don't know me, just run that Michigan Department of Corrections plate. 703-458. You'll figure it out. See, I went to prison when my son was 6 months old. But I guess it doesn't necessarily count because I actually caught the charge 2 years prior and beat it twice. And finally, they got me after my son was born. But I fucked around and took the 2 years for the gun because I was looking at 15 minimum. And I figured my son was only going to be 6 months old by the time sentencing came. He'd be 2.5 when I got out and wouldn't remember shit. Also, it didn't help that when I got out of prison, I kept some of those leftover parenting habits that my parents laid on me. Fucking whoopings, chest shots, picking on them, thinking I was toughening them up, man. Really, in retrospect, probably all I did was make the boy scared of me. My son seen some crazy shit, man. He saw me fighting with my girlfriends, drinking to excess. Yeah, my son's seen all sorts of crazy shit, man. All my kids have seen crazy shit. Now, his mom will tell you that I'm a piece of shit for sure. For sure. What nobody's going to tell you is that I've had my son more than she has since I've been out of prison. 3 months here, 6 months there, 8 months here, a year. While she talking that shit, she couldn't even pick our son up from school for 2 years. You know why? Because none of the teachers knew her. None of the staff knew her. They didn't see her because she wasn't around. Twice my son called me. Well, actually, he had strangers call me to come pick him up. Once from Alamo, once from off of Westnitch, because his mom had left him and his sister there, and these strangers didn't know what to do with the kids. And when I got there to pick him up and asked, hey, you know her? And they're like, nah, man, she just dropped him off. Only knew her a week. Now, y'all know I have zero problem admitting to my fuck-ups because they are aplenty, bountiful fuck-ups in my 34 years. For a time, I showed my kids all the same shit that I learned growing up, which was all absolutely fucking wrong. Absolutely fucking wrong. Anger, rage, and substance abuse, man. I've drank myself stupid drunk in front of my kids, playing video games with them. Woke up the next day with the paddle in my lap. I stopped making excuses. I stopped bullshitting myself. And I have to look in the fucking mirror every day and know you are a piece of shit, bro. But you can fix it. You can fix it. And don't get me fucked up, man. I teach my kids some cool shit, too. You know what I mean? Taught him how to shoot a slingshot. Taught him how to shoot bow and arrow. Taught him how to throw knives. How to box. A little Muay Thai. A little wrestling. You know, I taught them some cool shit. I feel like what they learned the most was daddy's crazy. That being said, man, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. Now, I currently haven't seen my son in a year. Look, little homie, I don't know if you're going to see this or not. I don't. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. I want you to know, man, that I love you, bro. I love you, man, and I'm sorry for all the things that I did wrong with you, man. But don't ever forget that your father loves you. Your dad loves you, bro. And I apologize for being a bad father, a bad role model, and just all around teaching you how to be a bad man, a poor excuse for a man. I'm sorry I was a piece of shit.